What's up, YouTube? It's yours truly, Rock Combo, aka the Professor on the Sticks. I'm playing a ranked match versus LX Thug4Life XL, and he's claiming to be my best sub. So we'll put that to the test here. It's all good and fun, but it's funny. I'll go in ranked matches. People always be like, I'm a sub. I'm about to beat your ass or ball or all this other stuff, and then what do you know? Whoop! All the way to the crib to go down 7-0. You should be talking a little smack before the game. No, I mean it's all good and gravy as they would say. But it looks like Addy right here with the read option with the Oakland Raiders, the very first play. But you know this guy he's ranked in the top 200, top 200 player. He's definitely a good player. I was expecting after sent that message, he's either going to be a really good player or just really cheesy and have like one ridiculous thing. I'm showing you all this play art right here because he didn't know huddle. And then he audibled into like 5 different formations, brought down the clock from like 40 seconds and snapped it at like 5 or something like that. I don't know. He did it the first drive of the game. I don't know if he was a little nervous or a little tentative in his reads, didn't know exactly what I was doing on defense, or I don't know. But I just audible to cover 2 because I think cover 2 does a really good job of actually slowing down the run. I think it's cover 2 sync or whatever. And so he torched. That's not a good run defense, that play I was in the first time. So once again, I tell you, he snaps the ball at 4 seconds. I'm like, this is either going to be a very long and slow game because you can dink and dunk all day in Madden. It's very hard to stop the run along with all the drag routes and all the other stuff. So you can do that all day long. But I decided to send the A gap, get him to 4th and 10, and this is a heartbreaker. Just jet slot post, a couple drag routes. My guy misses the tackle. My other 2 guys are too slow to get up. Once again, I cannot get a stop on 4th down. He's already like playing slow, but he's definitely a good player. And teabag in the back end zone, just sprinting outside of the pocket, and it worked out for him this time. But a little foreshadowing. That's not the way to play. But so hopefully that will come back and haunt him. He makes a couple more throws like that. Luckily, he was at the back end zone, so you can't really do anything about that. So 7-7. I haven't even had the ball yet. Pretty much the end of the first quarter. Sent a nice little blitz on me right there, but I'm able to. He showed blitz, and anytime anyone shows blitz, I feel like they're done for, because then that's when lob streaks can happen, pass lead streaks. Because when you show blitz, the alignment kind of gets a little bad for if you go under like tight slots, ace tight slots. It's really can kill whenever someone shows blitz, and that's why on defense I don't like showing blitz because it gives up too much, and lob streaks in this game are way too over effective. So it's 14-7. He sent one man. I did an FL screen, so no one was coming, and I put Marshall on a fade, just teabagged him back in the end zone. So I go up 21-7. I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel like I understand what this guy is doing. He actually has a pretty good defense. Come on, that's not a late hit. He has a good defense. He sends A gaps from the left side, A gaps from the right side. A little bit of edge pressure, but mainly just A gaps. That was a really good pass. Redirect of his receiver, and then he runs the 4-3 over plus. It's known now as, I guess, the YouTube A gap, and so it's definitely effective. And he caught me off guard a few times on offense, especially the second half. He did a really good job adjusting, and once again that leg gap right there came in. I know Y's in the corner wide open there. I was hoping I waited long enough to where he doesn't just run out of bounds when he caught it, but he did do that. I'm redirecting Y. On 4th and 6, I gotta complete this. Pass lead to the outside. I put just enough touch on it to not throw it too hard. Complete the first down. Then he sends the A gap from the left. Now he sends it from the right. I'm able to pick it up by slide protection. I had a good read there. Cutler threw it bad, and I threw it a little late. 4th and 20, he sent the 4-3 over plus A gap. Boom, he got me, and then I sent an A gap myself. I can do it too, buddy. And so I'm kind of where I wanted to be. I'm only up by 7. It's been a weird flow to the game, and so it's kind of, I don't know. This game was very strange. It was like slow, but then it was fast. I couldn't ever get an offensive flow, and because 7 of my points from a kick return, so I haven't really had the ball much. I definitely need to work on that. I'm trying to just make him kick a field goal and go in half at least up by 4 since he gets a ball, and if not, I'm calling these timeouts. You see, so I have 30 seconds left, and I get what I want. I get the stop, and I have 30 seconds left in this game. That is way too much time and a timeout. I'm going to try to convert this. Look at this wide receiver redirect from the comeback route. Boom! That's a dot right in your grill. But I did not call a timeout. I hurried up to the line. Got 8 seconds left. Threw just a streak, and I knew I was going to at least get a field goal out of that. And by 11, going in the second half, this guy was good, and he tried to block my extra point after the first one. It kind of pissed me off, and he audibled a ton, But he's definitely a good player. But I don't like when people send me a message like, "Hey, I'm the best sub ever," or this or that, and then I don't get into too much stuff, but when your name is XL Thug4Life, like what is that? Like that's not a good way to represent yourself. And he's 99%. I'm pretty sure he's definitely no thug, and he's definitely probably lives in the suburbs and everything. But like that's just not the way to represent yourself. And I know this is Xbox Live. What does a gamer tag mean? But it's the same thing. It pisses me off whenever I'll like play Call of Duty and I'll see some emblem of some guy like jizzing in a female or something. It's just not called. It's just uncalled for, and it just doesn't make you look good. But that's just my opinion on that. And honestly, a lot of times whenever people have like names that I'm like, oh, I don't, I'm not too big of a fan of, I usually back out because a lot of times those are the people who actually IP boot you. So right here, let's just get back to the gameplay. It has nothing to do with anything. So like, if you watch this, Thug4Life, like, no offense, I'm just not too big of a fan of that, and I don't think it represents yourself that well. But it's your life, your decisions, and I'm not here to judge you at all. So anyways, I'm up by 5. Into the third quarter here. I'm trying to waste a little clock, get a touchdown. Couldn't get anything really there, so it's 3rd and 1. Thought that was gonna be a touchdown, or a first down. And then right here, I did my PA spot play. It was open. I was pressing A. I think I held A. I pressed A a little too soon before the quarterback he was like mid drop, and it didn't let me throw the ball. I don't know if any of y'all have experienced that, but it happens every now and then. But then, give me that. User pick Tillman, let's go! That's what I needed. See, he ran out of the pocket earlier and got rewarded for it. This time he redirected once again and was unable to capitalize on it because he should have never thrown that. Just a bad read, because that always happens. The defender shoots back up, and if you click on, you can easily get the pick. And then he sent the 4-3 over A-gap the very first play. I was able to get a very, very nice completion rollout with Cutler, get a shot block, and pass it to Y. Just trying to move the chains here. I'm wasting the clock. I want this to be the last possession of the game. And, once again, he tried to send A-gap. Did a really nice job of picking it up. That's one thing I feel like I did a good job on as the game went on, was not getting sacked and picking up those A-gaps and some of that edge sheet and trying to and reading a little bit better. So once again, I just need to get one more first down, and that will essentially be game. As long as I don't get a first down on that first down, which I did not, then I get a first down. So this is game. I'm going to kneel it out and get the W. So really good game against a top 200 player. He just needs a couple things to shore up on his game, and he'll be set for next year. So definitely enjoyed it, and I will see y'all on the stick. Hope y'all enjoyed this as well.